films that lead to fatal attractions. Tonight's drama is introduced by Judith Williamson.
This week's film is Human Desire, directed by Fritz in 1954. Lang is a director who's often seen as pivotal in the development of film noir in Hollywood. A German filmmaker, he was responsible for some of the great silent expressionist movies like Metropolis. His first sound film was the brilliant and haunting story of a child murderer, M. Along with many others, he left Germany during the Nazi period to work in Hollywood. Film noir is often attributed to that influx of European directors who were already working in this mode where lighting, oblique angles, visual tensions were used to create the nightmarish expression of inner passions. Human Desire has another European connection. It's a remake of La Bête Humaine, The Human Beast, French filmmaker Jean Renoir's version of a Zola novel with the same name, a story of violent obsession set among railway workers. The film starts and ends with two men. In between, we move yet again through the contrast between good girl and bad girl, standing for different kinds of loving. Lang said sarcastically of the title, Human Desire, "Have you ever seen any other kind of desire?" The object of everyone's desire in the film is, yet again, Gloria Graham. Here, perhaps more than anywhere else, she seems to represent a sort of acted-upon femininity, both unfathomable and ungraspable. She slips through the film like a drop of loose mercury. Neither we nor the other characters know whether to believe what she says. Elusive as a cat, she's a focus of terrible actions, but unknowable herself. I do find disturbing her quality of what I always think of as hitability. She must be one of the most beaten-up women in film noir, and that's saying something. There's a line in the film, all women are alike, they've just got different faces so that men can tell them apart. Lang tells an interesting, if yucky, anecdote about producer Jerry Wald. Only Lang and scriptwriter Alfred Hayes had actually read the Zola novel. Wald called them over and said, "Look, this is called The Human Beast, but everybody's bad in your picture." Lang replied, "Yes, because Zola wanted to show that in every human being is a beast." Wald said, "You don't understand it. The woman is the human beast." But I reckon you can, if you choose, see the film differently, Graham trailing a history of abuse, a completely lost and anchorless being. In the centre of the film, she and Glenn Ford, who plays her lover, have an almost philosophical conversation about death, which seems to push the thriller into the realms of a kind of bleak nihilism. But at the same time, this bleakness, the sense of things closing in, can be seen in terms not only of sex and death, but jobs. All the action is set in a poor community dependent on one employer, and the action starts when Graham's boorish husband, Broderick Crawford, has been sacked and persuades her to suck up to a railway official to get his job back. When people catalogue the things they want, or the things they've lost in the film, a job is always on the list. One of its great achievements, to me, is placing this grimness in a world that can simultaneously be seen as the dark world of obsessive desires, but also, as was Zola's intention, the harsh world of the struggle simply for survival. Bleak as it is, I hope you find it powerful.